Hello student, today we are taking the concept of Docker workflow. It is a part of 6th unit, future of cloud computing. Already in last lecture we have taken the concept of Docker, what is a Docker and the architecture of Docker. Today we are taking the concept of Docker workflow. What are the steps in Docker workflow, or what are the steps in the deployment of project by using the Docker. So Docker is a deployment tool which is used by many cloud computing, or we call the cloud provider. So Docker is a one type of container management system where we can easily deploy the application on any environment. So today we are taking the concept of Docker workflow. So by using this Docker workflow, it minimizes the communication gap between the development team and operational team. So these are the steps we follow in Docker workflow. The first step is revision control, second is building, third is testing, fourth is packaging, and fifth is deploying. In revision control, so in deployment process of Docker, there are two forms of revision control. The first is file system layer and second is the image tag. So first we will understand what do you mean by the file system layers. So Docker builds a container and in which it contains the number of layers of projects. So Dockers are made of stack file system layer where each set of changes made during the build process are laid on the top of the previous. So whatever we make the changes, all these changes are stored as a one layer. So this is called the file system layer revision control. It means that when you do new build, you only have to rebuild the layers that include and build upon the change you are deploying. So whatever we make the changes, it only the rebuild the layers or make the changes on the layer on which it makes the changes. So because of this, it saves the time and bandwidth, because when we perform the deployment of the build, at that time the Docker shift the containers to the server. So at that time you don't require to shift all the layers at all the time. It only shift the changes layer to the server side. So because of this, it saves the time and bandwidth in deployment process. So if you have done deployment with many classic deployment tools, suppose we use the other than the Docker deployment tool, so at that time we have to shift all the files to the server at each time when we perform the deployment. So it requires the extra memory or extra data we require to move to the server over and over at each deployment time. Second type is image tag. So it provides the image tagging at the deployment time. So at that you can leave the multiple revisions of your application on the server and just tag them at the release. So in this second case, it uses the tagging concept, and at the server side, so it whenever we perform the revision of project, at that time it includes the tag on each revision to identify the previous work. Second step is building. So Docker provides standardized tool configuration and tool set for builds. So that's make it lot easier for people to learn to build your application and to get new builds up and running. So Docker command line tool contains build flag that will consume Docker file and produce a Docker image. So in building process, the Docker use the build flag which creates the Docker image, and in which it contains the number of Docker files, and these Docker files contain the number of commands that we are going to make changes in the project. So each command in the Docker file generates a new layer in the image. So it's easy to vision about what the build is going to do by looking at the Docker file itself. So eBay company used the Docker container for the image build, which is built from the Docker file. Third step is testing. The Docker, there is no built-in framework for testing. Then whatever the testing it performs the testing from unit testing to full integration testing in self-live environment. The Docker facilitates better testing with assurance that only those products will be shipped which pass the testing. Docker SHA for the container or custom tag is used to confirm that there is a consistent shipping of the same version of application which is successfully tested. The container tests all the dependency with application. So in this testing, it performs all types of testing from unit testing to integration testing in the self-live environment. And the container tests all the dependency of the application before the deployment. Next step is called the packaging. In Docker, it creates the image from the various builds. So there are a number of various builds. From these various builds, it creates the one image, or we call the container single artifact. So that concept is called the packaging. So for that purpose, the Docker use Docker tooling. So Docker tooling creates a single unit which can be handled by universal tooling irrespective of its content. Docker tooling will only have to deal with the single package that is called the Docker image. So in packaging, so it is a one type of container and single artifact in which it contains all the builds, and the Docker tooling is used to create all this packaging. As soon as the container is built, it is very easy to deploy it on the system with running Docker server. The fifth step is deploying. The built-in tool support a simple online deployment strategy to get build onto host up and running. So in Docker, there are a number of built-in tools are available through which we can deploy whatever the containers we have built onto the deployment environment. The standard Docker clients only handles deploying to single host at a time, but there are other tools available that make it easy to deploy into clusters of Docker host. So because of the standardization provided by the Docker, the build can be deployed into any of these systems with low complexity on the part of development teams.